Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use I as an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the powers to chant. Jah give her the powers to chant. Ras Tafari, the lion's voice.
What are you waiting for? Come together, calling from near and far. Know who you are. What are you waiting for? Rally up, it takes the dust. What are you waiting for? Ancestors paved the way for us. Yes, I am Ketis Oyonde, asking, what are you waiting for to come together? The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is the lion's voice.
Yes, Jah people, this is Michael Shamai representing. I will say, hear the lion voice, saying it is time for the lions and the lionesses to tell their own story. King David killed Goliath with a stone, we original dread.
The fittest of the fittest shall survive. But people, open your eyes, wake up. Blessed love, this is Queen Omega representing for all lions and lionesses. With the lion's voice, we come to tell our story. Ras Tafari, live it. Hey, the lion's voice, Ras Tafari.
It's AWTITUDE representing for Lion's Voice. Yes, massive. This is the time for I and I, the lion them to tell I and I story, our story. Yes, and we reign and rule like this. Reign and rule, yeah. Selassie, I reign and rule. You can't take the lion vibes, people. If you no fool, cause we know Selassie reign and rule. Reign and rule. Selassie, I reign and rule. Queen Omega drop them in the fire, pull from them, no Queen Omega, she reign and rule. Royal Kushite, ancient essence, Emperor Selassie in a majestical presence, flash of all events, projecting through I and I events. We sing a song for the king, we bring joy and blessing and overstanding, yeah. We hear Jah every day, hey. Reign and rule, yeah. Selassie, reign and rule. Yes, I lion vibes, Selassie, reign and rule. Attitude say that Boondocks, Black Organization of Global Diplomats optimizing expressions to the world. Till the world, till the end.
Amina, the time has come for the lioness to tell our own story. No surrender, no retreat, we are Jaja soldier. Rougher than the streets, tougher than a boulder. Bigging up Lamb's voice. Now put it, I Jollifer said that.
I will never stop, hail the Most High, and I will never stop, call Rastafari. Blessed love, this is Kushite representing for the Lion's Voice. We are here to tell our own story, Rastafari.
Yeah, David Trent of Steel Pulse, and I'm saying hail to the lion voice because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Says I'm stepping out here. Hear me now. Oh, yeah, the lion's voice. Raw.
Well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion voice.
Jano, I'm so hungry, bro. I haven't eaten all day. Like, it started to hurt me too. Like, oh no, what could I eat right now?
What about a city samosa? get your samosa, a fusion of Indian, Jamaican, and African culture. City Samosas, the best samosas in the city.
The second beast was given the power to give breath unto the image of the first beast so that the image could speak and cause all who refused to worship the image to be killed. It also forced the people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive the mark on their right hands and in their forehead. Gone down in the new world order, new world order. I feel work harder, I feel pray harder. Babylon them coming with them microchip, and them prison cell, that's new slave ship. New world order, new world order. I feel work harder, I feel pray harder. Babylon them coming with them microchip, and them video game, that's new matrix. It's a new world order. Them start bleaching, diverse doctrine, them start preaching. Angels for the stars they reaching, they're falling, never hear the lion calling. New world order, them fight against the poor. Machine and robot that sweep them floor. Machine and robot that run them stores. So them create these ones without any fear. The new world order, new world order. I feel work harder, I feel pray harder. Babylon them coming with them microchip, and them prison cell, that's the new slave ship. New world order, new world order. I feel work harder, I feel pray harder. Babylon them coming with them microchip, and them video game, that's the new matrix. It's a new world order. Them pan cell phone, families don't even talk in their home. Village farmers get murdered by drones. Village mistress get murdered by stones. New world, so you better call Tyrone. Tell him prepare to use the whole earth a war zone. New world, Satan lost for the throne, so we must exit us and leave him alone. The new world order, new world order. I feel work harder, I feel pray harder. Babylon them coming with them microchip, and them prison cell, that's the new slave ship. New world order, new world order. I feel work harder, I feel pray harder. Babylon them coming with them microchip, and them video game, that's new matrix. It's a new world order, check the energy. Make it so hard to go have a family. Man, woman and child, well that are the trinity. Preserve the bloodline, Solomonic dynasty. Vatican them say a beat at them malice and them thief. Harvest and them reap for the global elite. As when the elder him said, don't you weep, the lion destroyed.
What do you have to tell the people about Ras Tafari?
Light to the world. King of kings and the conquering line of the tribe of Judah. I like himself. Where's right for ruler? Hey yo! Yeah. Hail them high, hail the black king on the 23rd of July. So tell them guy who praise God up in the sky, it's a lie. The Almighty living on your night. From ancient time them a try. Them Romans know them just open them suit and ties. Criminals ain't got no alibi, they stole my people. Then them come without them genocide.
Are you talking about slavery?
Them couldn't kill the lion we come conquer Judah tribe. Go through tribulation, and I strive, see sufferation, and I still rise. That's why we tell them in America, live Rastafari in every ghetto area. We come to tell them in a Toronto, straight at it.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie the First. Glory and honor in the name of His chosen Queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwasi Bonsu, aka the Dejazmatch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Pan-African Happy Man, creative industry attorney. I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an actionist, and right now I am the host of Lion Voice Live. Welcome to Lion Voice Live, and welcome to the Lion Voice Network, where the lions are telling our own story. Today, we're going to be talking about Rastafari relationships, taboo topic. So it could get a little bit spicy. We're not going to stay long. You know, Lion Voice is not the 2 hour experience like Lion Talk, where we have a guest. This is just I and I reasoning with the Lion Pride family on different topics. We've decided that we're going to do all of the Lion Voices as live shows now. Just the schedule, the live shows are a lot easier for I and I. Don't have to sit and edit. And right now, where we are in the Gideon, my time is very limited. So we're gonna do every Saturday now live. Every first and third Saturday, we're gonna be at 6 p.m. Because we do have the anniversary development of Rastafari study group that starts at 7. I'm one of the co-chairs for the IDOR study group, where we go through the selected speeches of His Majesty. So I do have a hard stop. First and third Saturdays. Second and fourth Saturdays, we're going to be at 7 p.m. Regular time, and I have a little bit more. I don't have anything else scheduled, so I have a little bit more time. But we're going to be live every Saturday, unless we're traveling or something is happening. We may have some special events. So stay tuned. But we're going to be live here, family. So that means more audience participation. That means more reasoning. That means that this virtual community that we're building from the ground up, we get more time to interact, you know what I mean, in a real way. So I'm excited about that change. And we're going to be touching all manner of topics. And this episode as well is to also announce that our show Lion Love is returning this strong. Just filmed the reasoning with I and I good sister in Ras Tafari Kush on matchmaking in Rastafari. How do we bring together the brethren and the sistren to create long-lasting families? So we're gonna we touch every topic that you don't hear Rastafari people touching. So this reasoning is a primer to get the item ready for that reasoning, big reasoning. For those who are watching from around the world, I also want to let the item know that tomorrow at 11, we have.
Greetings.
Hold on here. Excuse me. Tomorrow, this is what I was trying to pull up here. Excuse me. This is what I was trying to pull up here. Tomorrow, we have RMO Live. I will be presenting as one of the panelists. This is the Rastafari Mansion and Organization in Jamaica, the first virtual event that they will be having. This will be a monthly event for them to reach out to the global family in the interest of transparency, accountability, so that the people can hear direct from RMO executive what's happening, what work is going on, and also building the relationships with the different other entities like the CRO, Caribbean Rastafari Organization, the RCC, the Rastafari Continental Council. So this is Rastafari unity coming to pass in real time. We're going to be a part of that. If you saw in the beginning, we're still trying to direct energy to the Fleet Street fire that happened on Life Yard. Make sure you go tap in with Life Yard. We're still raising funds. 50 families were displaced by a fire. So make sure whatever ones can do there as well. And we have so much other works on the way. We are continuing with our Rastafari and STEM series. We had technology reasoning with our good brethren Genesis Asajboro on Wednesday. If you haven't seen that live from this Wednesday that passed, go check it out. We're bringing in different ones from science, technology, engineering, and mathematics on the platform. Because if we're building Zion, we need qualified people. We need to go into the technology. So we're bringing those people to the platform. So make sure you keep it locked here. This is not the channel for the hype. We're not trying to go viral. We're feeding the root. I keep saying that we come to feed the root of this Rastafari so that we're powerful, we're strong. As Rastafari independent, non-aligned media, we have to tackle the topics that are going to move us forward as a people. And tonight, we are tackling one such topic. We're talking Rastafari relationships, family. So get ready, the comments. I do have a hard stop time of 7 p.m. We can't go beyond 7 p.m. I have another obligation. I'm a co-chair of the IDOR study group. So I have to shut at 7. But until then, we're going to go there. We're going to talk about Rastafari relationships. And I have a solution. We're going to be launching a new partnership with the Lalabella Institute. And what is that you're asking? In our Lion Pride on Patreon, which big up Ras Leon, the latest addition to the Lion Pride on Patreon, our economic engine. We're going to use that as a mechanism for our single brethren and sistren. And how we're going to do that is by creating this virtual village and a space, a safe space where Rastafari people from around the world, Pan-African people from around the world can feel comfortable to know you're in a space with like minds. And, you know, when we have our town halls, you know, if you want to let ones know that you are single at the time, we'll encourage that type of interaction so ones can identify who the single people are, and we can start to facilitate a space where positive people can come together, because this is the Armageddon, and it's not nice to have to deal with this time on earth by yourself or trying to be navigating a pool of all kind of riffraff right now. You want to be around like-minded people. You want someone solid in your corner. So we're going to use the Lion Pride on Patreon. We identified already, we have 2 brethren, maybe 3 brethren in the Patreon that are part of the trucking. Those brethren have already linked up in the Patreon. We are, the Lion Pride on Patreon is an economic engine, but we're creating it as a virtual village, so that all the little things, the action that need to happen, the things that need to progress, is going to happen there. It's a vetting, because we know if somebody is paying to access a space that they're committed, it's showing a level of commitment. So being a part of those like minds in there, we think we can do something very powerful. So the next town hall meeting will be June 22nd. We have the first one up. You can watch our first town hall meeting if you join as a free member, even in the Patreon. It's available to all our Patreon members, free or otherwise. So if you want to check out the type of flavor of our town hall meetings and the niceness, you can watch for free. Just go to Patreon and sign up, Lion Voice, and become part of our community. We are building, and we're serious about what we're building, you know what I mean? Because the only way that we are going to make this work is through collective security. Having an audience-funded platform is the only way we can be truly independent, truly non-aligned when the funding is coming from the people. So we want to create that virtual village, that community of people who support the platform, but then we also want to add value. We're going to have our preferred vendors as well. You'll be able to get discounts off of certain services from other Rastafari brethren and sistren and Pan-African brethren and sistren who are a part of that network. So we're setting that up. One of them being Junior from I Never Knew TV. He's offering branding, content, consultation services. You get a 20% discount if you're a part of the Lion Pride on Patreon. And we're going to be building up more things like that for the Patreon family. As I said, it's a winning team, historic, but we want to build it as a kind of an army of positivity that can go out there and make some changes to move this thing forward as a movement. You know what I mean? When we're 1,000 strong, 10,000 strong, and we can just everybody put up their $10 and we can fund the creative work. You know what I mean? Maybe for 6 months that they don't have to worry. These are the position that we would like to be in. Radical economic collective security is the mantra that we chant on the channel, and that's what we're working toward. I have a vision, family, and I'm not going to stop until we realize that vision. Again, we are 41,000 subscribers. That means the Lion Pride 41,000. Can you imagine 41,000 people giving a guest $10? That guest walk away with 410,000 US right there. What could we do to the Rastafari movement if we were capitalizing people at that rate as a collective? So that's the vision. It's going to take a long time to get there, but we are blocking the word sound and power so that it can sink in, the seeds can be planted theoretically, and if it's His Majesty will, it will manifest. So work with us, family. We're building. So if you join the Patreon, you will get these benefits. You will be in a good environment with other like-minded ones. We are encouraging single Rastafari brethren and sistren, Pan-African brethren and sistren, to come in there and to reason with them one another. And what we're going to be doing is Lalabella has a couples counseling, and the ones who meet within there, we would recommend them to go through that process. If you see someone that you think is positive, we partner with the Lalabella Institute, and you get to go through a process to see if there's more compatibility there and whether you can take it to the next level. So again, we're putting together the infrastructure that's going to sustain this golden age, because if we don't have strong families, then everything that we're doing is for naught. If we are going to Africa with a messed up mentality, bringing the baby mother culture and the this and the that, we are fooling ourselves. You know what I mean? We can't bring hell by Zion. We got to clean up the trauma, clean up the wounds, heal the wounds, get rid of the trauma, and return whole. So we're looking at trying to do things a better way. So again, we're trying to make that Lion Pride on Patreon a one-stop shop for positive people who can get access to resources that you want to level up. You want high level frequency within Rastafari movement. You don't want to deal with the petty low frequency reasoning, he said, she said, gossip, and all of that is low frequency. When you come into the Lion Pride, a beer building, the golden age reasoning and thinking, that's what we're dealing with over here on this platform. All right. So tonight we are talking about Rastafari relationships, matchmaking. The topic came up in the town hall meeting that we had, because we're reasoning and, we're reasoning on different topics. And Rastas Jazanai Kush is saying, how do Rastafari sisters find a brethren? It's so hard. And, a lot of time that brethren might not be in your local jurisdiction. So where is that platform? Where is that, how does that happen? And do we need matchmaking in Rastafari where, sisters present herself of our brethren and ones can, give their information, they have the dating apps and all of these things. The point is, how do we be intentional about bringing together positive brethren and sistren so that we can increase the chance of having stable, long-lasting families? I don't have all the answers, family. I want the item to chime in on this today. If you're watching live, I want you to chime in and let me know, do we need matchmaking in Rastafari? Big up City, big up yourself, Sitota. I think that is the Support our youth entrepreneurs too. You see the City Samosa in the beginning. We also provide free advertising for Rastafari youths under 20. So if you have a product or service you want to advertise with us, no cost. Give thanks for this reasoning. Yes, Roots, Rasta Roots Life, we're going to have that reasoning, and we love the eye. As a regular feature, we give thanks for the eye contribution every time. And I hope to find a Bingio's close to Kentucky, or just in general for a closer connection with brethren and sisters and proper reasoning. I would encourage the eye to join the Patreon family. Is the eye already in there? It's possible that the eye is already in there, but we're going to build up. We're going to build up. I know Sister Eden is in there. This is my long time sister, and big up yourself. Never leave I and I out yet. Big up yourself. And we need to interview the eye one day too, Sister Hayden. Blessing about the eye journey, because it's very interesting. The eye Kingman and the eye met at the study group. What a joy. Is there a way to join the study group? Send I a message and I can send the eye a link. Send I a message. If you're not in the Patreon, join the Patreon even as a free member. Oh, they are already in there. Okay, yeah, man. I will send the eye. Okay. I will send the eye a link to the study group, King. Don't worry yourself. I will make sure that the eye get the link. And as a matter of fact, I'll post a link for the whole Patreon, Lion Pride on Patreon, to come and support the study group. Very powerful, because we read the teachings, go through the teachings of His Majesty line by line. We've been doing it for years now. I started it in 2008 as part of IDOR. Inspiration came to I, and it's been one of the enduring things that has kept us together and united. The more that you know His Majesty word sound, the better you are, trust me. And that's how we don't get shifted with the petty things and all of these things that sometimes can shift us from our direction. When you're reading the teachings of His Majesty, you remember, okay, the liberation of Africa, the liberation of Ethiopia from colonialism, these are the priorities. Everything else is minor. You know what I mean? Everything else is minor. We are here on a mission. So I definitely will share that for my Patreon family, the study group. But tonight, we are talking about Rastafari relationships. How do the brethren them meet the sistren them? Are there any single brethren or sistren watching live? Put in the comments if you're single live. Make we have a reasoning. If you're a single brethren and sistren, make we talk, because sistren are saying it's very difficult to find brethren right now. We were talking about a lot of things. One of the main things that we talked about is the economics. And if the item have watched this platform for a long time, I stress economics for the brethren them before they take on a sistren, because of the responsibility that it entails once you take on to yourself a helpmate. You know what I mean? You need to have some level of economic stability. And we talked about His Majesty in his autobiography, when he talks about before he went to deal with Empress Menen, he had to make sure his affairs in Harar were running accordingly. He had to make sure the government, everything was running, revenue is there. And now I can go and take in Empress Menen. So the same thing as a Rastafari youth, man. When you're young and you're on your journey, you need to take time, even like a monastic time, you know what I mean? Like treading like a monk, like a Bahatawi. Don't even focus on no type of pum-pum argument at all, you know what I mean? That D-discipline, you know what I mean? What we call it D-discipline, you know what I mean? In Jamaica, we call it body discipline. You have to discipline yourself, that you get the basics together as a brethren. Find your purpose, identify your purpose, pursue your purpose, try to monetize your purpose so that you can do what your purpose is for a living. You know what I mean? And then from there, you know what I mean? That is where you are going to be able to properly vet the sister that works for the eye, because you're working in your purpose, you're walking in your purpose, and then the sister that you encounter, you would be able to see, does she fit within this? If she doesn't fit, then it's very easy to vet and to say, this is not my sister. She might be an Irish sister, but it's not my sister. And because she's not my sister, then I don't need to sleep with her and create no type of attachment that going create baggage down the line. This is what we owe each other as a family. You know what I mean? One of the law that I tried with as a young Ras, and that every Ras should try with, is if I'm spending time with a sister, my job is to leave her in a better space than before she came to I. I'm a caretaker. She's my sister. You know what I mean? We don't say brother or sister all the time. We say brethren and sister, but it's the same principle of brother and sister. That means I want the best for my sister. I want the best for my sister. I want the best for my brother. I want the best for my brethren. That's how we need to be thinking. Not like Babylon. We can't be born in Babylon. But then I deal with a sister and I know she's not for I, but I still want to sleep with her. And knowing, even if she's good with it at the time, it's going to create attachment and then bad feeling, and it might mash up what we could have as a long-term working relationship. One of the things that I've benefited from as a brethren trading is all of the Rastafari sistering them that I've encountered over the years that I still work with, you know what I mean? All of them, you know what I mean? Because I've never crossed no line or tried to, you know, even as a single young man, kept that discipline, and I've benefited from it. So I can share with all of my brothers the benefits, you know what I mean, of being disciplined, having that discipline to search for your queen. And if she's not your queen, then see how you can work together in other ways that are productive, that are not physical. Again, that's going to bring that tie, or that's going to create a youth. And then we have that dysfunction within the family, broken families, because the brethren and the sister can't get along. There's no alignment in the vision. There's no alignment in the mission. You know what I mean? Rasta Roots Life said the I single. Okay. So how old is the eye? Let's get the eye age range. And let's see. We're gonna ask the brethren some questions as well, to see what the fullness is, you know what I mean? As a brethren. And let me know if the eye willing to come on screen, and we can have a little short reasoning too. We can do that as a Lion Pride and Patreon. You're pre-vetted. So if you want to come up and we have a reasoning, or you want to stay in the comments. 39. So in our category over here on the Lion Voice, let me break down my age group. From 1 to 20 is Rastafari youth. From 20 to 40 is Rastafari young adult. 40 to 60 mature adult. 60 plus is elder. So according to the Lion Voice Network, Rastafari root life would be a young adult. He's still in his young adult stage, I would say prime stage as a single brethren. What is the eye looking for in a queen right now? Rasta root life. You can put it in the comments, or if you want to come up, I can send you a link. I can post a link in the comments and you can come up. Let me know what the eye want to do. I do have a hard stop at 7 o'clock for the study group, but we want to have the reasoning. Rastafari and relationships, family. We touching the topics. Nobody else are going to touch them topic yet, because it's very sticky, you know what I mean? But I have a responsibility as a brethren who's been married over 18 years to my queen. I'm a queen supporter in everything I do. You know what I mean? I want more brethren for have this joy. I couldn't build what will become the #1 Rastafari media platform on the planet without I Queen. You know what I mean? I could not do that. You know what I mean? The programs that we are building here are dependent on that unity, and every brethren, regardless your purpose, you need that queen. I don't feel a brethren can manifest his full divinity without that queen, and that is what is represented at the coronation. You know what I mean? That is what's represented at the coronation with His Majesty and Empress Menen on the throne at his highest moment, demanding that the queen be there in the full crimson gown, the red, the declaration to the world. That was a sign and wonder that loose a seal to say, okay, you know what I mean? Balance. And then the youth, them surrounding the throne, Empress Menen was pregnant. So when you see that coronation picture, you're looking at the whole of Trinity, man, woman, and child on the throne, the world's most ancient throne. So I feel that a brethren need a sister to manifest his highest vibration. Rasta Root Life say, yes, I am trying to get my mind fit, body fit, to attract an Irie Empress, and I will stay in the comments for now. All right. And that's a good point. You know, as a brethren, you have to make sure your body is fit. You know what I mean? Your mind is fit. We shouldn't want to give our queens anything less than the best, you know, of ourselves as brethren. And why is this reasoning important right now, family? This reasoning is important right now because we are in the Armageddon, Iowa. If you're watching the geopolitics, man, I look after Russia's nuclear bombers, them. So at any time, thermonuclear war could erupt on the planet. You know, we're looking at natural disasters. If there's any time where Armageddon, and there's an announcement today in the Washington Post that you know, Ukraine is about to start launching a dirty war. That means, and that Europe must prepare for a dirty war. That means terrorism. All of the major capitals of the colonial powers, of the BRICS powers, you can see terrorism taking place. So this global war is, say, if two elephants fight, the grass get trampled. So we, as the citizens of all these nations, as the exiles, we're coming into a period of great tribulation. The dollar is teetering. You know what I mean? The price of gold continue to increase. There's all of the signs of global chaos and turmoil are there. There's still maybe a war with Iran. I said that if you look at my video I made when Donald Trump got elected, that number one was that there will be a war with Iran. And that is on the table. So that can kick off anytime, threatening to cut off the global supply chains, imports and exports. We see a trade war unfolding. So why I say all of this? This is not the time to be dating and to be up and down, spending money on woman that is not going anywhere. You know what I mean? This is the time to be saving your money, investing in your family. Now, as a brethren, you have physical needs. We can't, once you're healthy and you're vital, you know what I mean? The obelisk will rise a man in time, and you know what I mean? You're gonna have them desires, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it should be channeled into the production of a productive family. And this is why relationships are so key. We need to focus our energy on productive encounters with each other. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear that a sister heartbroken because a brethren wasn't serious, or the other way around, a brethren heartbroken because the sister wasn't serious. So we have to heal from those wounds that make us hurt people, and we gotta find ways to come together. And if you're just joining us, we're talking about Rastafari and relationships, matchmaking. Do we need matchmaking? Do we need an arranged marriage type of system where we have arranged marriages? Do we need to, you know, how do we bridge the gap? You know what I mean? Big up Model Car family from California. Bless up yourself. Greetings. How do I get in the study group? For the study group, send me a message on the Patreon. You can join the Patreon for free. You can send me a message. I'm going to post the link for the study group in the Patreon for the Patreon members. We do have to control it somewhat, so I'll make it available to all the Patreon members. And again, you can join the Patreon for free, or you can join as a paid member. But I'll put the link for the study group tonight for the Patreon members can all join. And I'll do that moving forward. Just post a link for the Patreon members. However, let me say again that one of the things that we're going to be doing, let me see, give thanks. I will send a message on Patreon. Blessing Natty Dread Free Skater, yes. And I'll post it and we can interact there. And in the Patreon, we're going to create an environment, like I said, for single brethren and sisters that they can meet. We'll probably do some meet and greets when we have enough people, just for a single brethren and sisters to meet and greet virtually. Because the globe now is not about finding a brethren in your community. You might be one or two. The brethren is in Kentucky. It might be hard for him to find a one in Kentucky to reason with, you know what I mean? But there might be a sister in Trinidad. There might be a sister looking for a kingman, you know what I mean, in St. Lucia. And she can't find a kingman, and a nice kingman is in Kentucky right there, you know what I mean? So we're going to use the Lion Pride on Patreon for that. We're going to create that. So join the Patreon, $5 a month you can join, $10 a month, because that part is going to be for the paid members. We want you have some investment in the community before we vouch for you in terms of if you're serious. If you at least we know you have light mind, you demonstrate something for Rastafari, you're supporting Rastafari media. That I think helps us to vet some of the people who just playing games or just look at a nice Rastafari system to play around with. Hopefully we can weed out some of those characters and get the ones who are mission driven. Support something that means something to all of us, which is Rastafari, independent, non-aligned media. So we're going to be doing that in the Patreon. We're creating a virtual village, like I said, for all of the people here. I get the platform. Let me just break something down to the item. The platform is at the space now where every day I get a call from someone who wants to come on the platform. Rastafari people, prominent Rastafari people. So everyone within the community, we're getting to that level where people started to see the value. We have over 1,000 pieces of content. And, a lot of our elders, especially who might have been skeptical, they see, okay, the brethren is not dealing with no mix-up. There's no controversy. So people feel more comfortable to come forward. And then the other part is that people also see we're not just staying with Jamaica. We're not just in America. We're not just Nyabingi. We're not just 12 Tribe. We're not just Bobo Shanti. This is a platform that's dealing with all of Rastafari and the Pan-African family. So people are becoming more comfortable coming on the platform, but now we got to vet people. So the thing that we're doing for single brethren and sisters is going to take place Lion Pride on Patreon, and it's going to be a system. So once there's interest there, then you go to the Lalabella Institute. They have a program where you can reason and the compatibility factors. So we want to take this as a process, because we got to be intentional about this. This is not something we just leave to happenstance. We've been trying a certain way and it's not working. That is what I'm saying, family. Is it working? Are the outcomes that we have when we look at the Rastafari families? I was reasoning with a brethren yesterday, and he must say at the Bingis used to be so many families, full families, mother, father, children. Now you go there, you don't see as many families there. And this is 12 Tribe, this is Bobo Shanti, this is across the spectrum of our Rastafari brethren in the UK have said it. Everywhere we're hearing the same thing. So the families, this is what we are trying to put some structure into, making sure when a brethren and a sister meet, there's a community. Because in every society, every traditional society, there's a process of how people just don't come together dating and them think there's a Western creation, is a Babylon creation. There's no society where families are not involved because it's so important. I'm not saying we have to do arranged marriage where the brethren and sisters don't know them one another, they don't like, but there are principles that we can take to ensure that there's a higher success rate than you just buck up a person at a stage show and you smoke a spliff and you buy our roots and then you and her gonna bed and then the thing don't work but a child born and we have to stop that, you know what I mean? So let me see here. Um, let me see here. I will make a one-time contribution since I'm involved in so many different things. I will make a one-time contribution since I'm involved in so many different things. And don't get me wrong, I love Beach Baby. Anything that you can give, even if you can't give, we give thanks. You know what I mean? I just have to say to where we want to take this platform, it's going to take funding. And I'm not shy about that. I am a creative industry attorney, so I know the business side very intimately. And we don't want this to just stay how you see it. We want a world-class media operation that is Rastafari. We want to create all form of content from a Rastafari worldview, from animation to this to that. And the only way to do it in a pure level is to have the global family funded. We have millions of Rastafari people around the world, already 41,000 people in the Lion Pride. So I know it's possible because if you had 41,000 people giving $10 a month, that's $500,000 almost every month that can fund an operation. So I know it's possible, but if you can only make a one-time contribution, we love that. And we appreciate love you as much as the person who is doing the monthly. Whatever the I can give from your heart, to I that come from the Almighty. So I never try to make no hierarchy or make a person feel bad because sometimes we really don't have it. You know what I mean? And that's just a fact. The fact that you're watching is a support to the platform too. You know what I mean? So everything I say is with gratitude, but it's also from a reality perspective, knowing what it takes to maintain these platforms at the level that we're trying to maintain it. That's why I take so much time for the housekeeping. I know some of the items, the boy, the Ras long-winded, talk about the Patreon and this all of the time. But if we don't do that and if we don't take the time to build upfront, then the thing is going to pop down. And then 5 years from now, you say, that Ras was nice, but what happened to the post them? We don't see him again. If the finance is not there, the sustainability is not there. That's just the reality. So it doesn't make sense we hide. We're lions. We're not an ostrich. We put our head under the sand. We have to confront this economic issue up front. So I say all of that to say, my sister, blessings to the eye. Whatever contribution that the eye can make, we love it. Rastafari, greetings to the lions, voice kings and empresses with perfect love, health, strength, light, power, resilience, unity, blessings, and eternal life. Ubuntu, healing from Grenada. Blessings, Sister Mabel, always coming in with the positivity and joy. We love the eye, and just as the eye love I and I. Ja brethren, I cannot find the Patreon link. If you see this Patreon, www.patreon.com, you can just go to the Patreon site and put in Dejazmatch Kwasi, and the Patreon will come up. All right. Found it. Okay, okay. I was too quick. Give thanks. And I'm glad that the eye does the housekeeping in the beginning. It's how I found this Lion's Voice family. You see. So give thanks for the blessings. Just signed up to learn more. Give thanks for the ones them. We're building something special, and what we're building has never been done. Because the technology has never been here before to do what we're doing now, family. Before, if I was in Washington, D.C., I have to mobilize with the Washington, D.C. community. And that's it. I can't, you know what I mean? Most of us don't travel that much, so we're locked off. Right now, I have Lion Pride and Patreon member from Australia. He said he's setting his alarm to be at the next town hall meeting, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time. He said it's 3 a.m. in Australia. That's how international this thing is now. You know what I mean? So we've never had a chance to do what we're doing now. So we're doing it. So like I said, the same principle for love. You may have a single sister across the world looking for a brethren and a brethren across the world. Now they can connect virtually, and then they can make arrangements to meet. They can reason, and there can be a community. There's an accountability. They're both part of the same Lion Pride and Patreon. We all can say, support them when they come to the town hall meeting. Them announce that we are reasoning. There's, so just like in ancient time where things were done at the village level, we're missing that today. The dating, meet someone at the stage show, buy them a roots, and there's no accountability, there's no community, there's no collective work, there's no unity of purpose other than them attend a stage show. That's how most of the ones them are linked right now, because you're not really going to a Naya Bingi to get numbers and them thing there. So most of the interaction is happening at stage shows, and that to I is not necessarily the best place to find an empress or find a king man. So we are creating that space within the Lion Pride and Patreon. Again, a safe space where you can just be in a low pressure atmosphere. You can let people know your status, other people let you know their status, you can message them, and reasoning take place without pressure. But at least this is a person who supporting Lion Voice Network. They're part of the Lion Pride. They must love His Majesty. They must be Pan-African if you're supporting this platform. So there's certain vetting that has already happened once you're in that safe space. That is what I'm saying. But I'm getting ready to seal up. I have a hard stop for the study group. I'm going to post a link in the Patreon so the item can all join over at the study group. The IDOR study group is very powerful. This is happening since 2008. Join the Patreon. You can join as a free member, and I'll post the link there. We're evolving, but Lion Love, that's what I was trying to say. Lion Love, our show. If you haven't seen our episodes, we have 3 episodes with beautiful Ras Tafari sisters giving their testimonies about relationships within Ras Tafari, to get the sister perspective. The 4th episode is dropping this strong with Ras Jazanai Kush. We're talking about matchmaking. We're talking about bringing together, and we're announcing that the Lion Pride, because she's also a member of the Lion Pride on Patreon, the Lalabella Institute, and we're announcing this partnership between Lalabella Institute and the Lion Pride on Patreon, where we are going to be focusing on bringing brethren and sisters together. Rasses is also single. She's over 50. She's saying a lot of Rastafari sisters over 50 are single and they want a brethren for companionship. Them say them not old and them not cold. Them need that love same way. So we talk about it. So stay tuned. 4th episode of Lion Love is coming this strong. We also have Ras Indio, veteran reggae artist out of Belize. His Lion Talk is dropping this strong. We also have our 40,000 subscribers special episode. Hopefully will be dropping this strong as well. Lining that up with a special guest as always. We did Muta Baruka for the 10,000, Kabaka for the 20,000, Sister Carol for the 30,000. So we always bring someone special. Since we hit 40,000, that's coming. I'm doing the editing, family. This is another reason why we need to build up the Lion Pride on Patreon, because we need to hire an editor. I need to be able to, even if I hire myself, because right now I'm working full-time and then I'm also the editor. So even if I can hire myself full-time, that would be a strength, because the level that we're dealing with this thing on now, as I say, every day I get calls now from prominent Rastafari people, powerful, You know what I mean? And more time, I wish I could fly to where they are so we can sit down and set up the camera properly and video their story. And that's where we want to go with it. You know, I look at people like Wodamaya and different people flying around, and I say, this is a period that we'll never get again. The elders who are passing now, we're never going to see ones like that before because it's a technology age. These elders were born in the anciency of the Asian age, you know what I mean? Where them grew up going to school barefoot. My mother give testimony. My mother is in her late 70s and grew up in Albertown, Jamaica, Trelawney. And would give testimony she was one of the only youths who go to school and have shoes, you know, because her parents were doing well, you know, for the time, you know what I mean? And they used to go hide their shoes so they could go to school barefoot. So they wouldn't stand out from the other youths. Can you imagine them anciency? Those times don't exist in many places anymore. We have to capture those testimonies. So the economic support that the item give, it accelerates the time that we can get this to a level. You know what I mean? So I big up all of the Patreon family them. Freeway Dread always come in with the lightning stick them. Big up yourself, Freeway Dread. Yeah, we're building, and that's the thing too. We're building a family. So I also encourage ones to watch our subscriber episodes where the Lion Pride come in. You get to learn the cast of characters that are, you know, forming this community, this virtual village. It's emerging slowly but surely, and we're all getting to know each other more. But trust me, we're building a powerful force. We're gonna shake creation with this platform. That is one thing I can guarantee the item. If the item know anything I do have to be historical. You know what I mean? I have to go do evening gardening love with Link, the study group, be in the Patreon. Yes, I will put it in the Patreon as soon as I sign off. It is 6:57, so I do have to seal up. The topic for today was relationships. Do we need arranged marriage? Do we need matchmaking? How do we get the brethren and the sister in them together? Lion Love is coming forward. We have the interview with Rases Jazanai Kush dropping exclusive on the Lion Voice Network this strong, where we talk about it. Intimacy. The brethren them you know, want intimacy too. You know what I mean? In the morning. We want loving in the morning. We talk about them thing that, you know what I mean, how important is intimacy in long-term relationships. We're touching all of the topics where people don't want to touch. So make sure you check it out. If you're not subscribed to the platform, make sure you subscribe to the fastest growing Rastafari platform on YouTube, on the planet. We are here. We are bringing the food to feed the root of the movement so that we can go into this golden age powerful as a Rastafari people, and we can take our place among the Pan-African family. Go to I Never Knew TV. They just dropped my latest interview on I Never Knew TV, a clip on Ibrahim Traore. I think it's over 9,000 views already. They just dropped another clip today about the golden age of Pan-African and Rastafari movement. Check out I Never Knew TV. Make sure you spread the word about the Lions Voice Network. We are on our way to 50,000 subscribers, and we're not going to stop. Why? Because the time has come for the Lions to tell our own story. And this is the Lions Voice.
To your king, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the Lion's Voice. Give praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use a yet an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the powers to chant. Jah give her the powers to chant. Rastafari, the Lion's Voice.
What are you waiting for? Come together, calling from near and far. know who you are. What are you waiting for? Rally up, it takes the dust. What are you waiting for? Ancestors paved the way for us. Yes, I am Ketis Oyonde, asking, what are you waiting for to come together? The time has come for the lions to tell our own story. This is the Lion's Voice.
Yes, job people, this is Michael Shemai representing. I will say, hear the lion voice, saying it is time for the lions and the lionesses to tell their own story. King David killed Goliath with a stone, we original dread.
The fittest of the fittest shall survive. But people, open your eyes. Wake up. Blessed love, this is Queen Omega representing for all lions and lionesses. With the lion's voice, we come to tell our story. Ras Tafari, live it. Hey, the lion's voice. Ras Tafari.
It's AWTITUDE representing for Lion's Voice. Yes, massive. This is the time for I and I, the lion them to tell I and I story, our story. Yes, and we reign and rule like this. Reign and rule, yeah. Selassie, I reign and rule. You can't take the lion vibes, people. If you no fool, cause we know Selassie reign and rule. Reign and rule. Selassie, I reign and rule. Queen Omega drop them in the fire, pull from them, no Queen Omega, she reign and rule. Royal Kushite, ancient essence, Emperor Selassie in a majestical presence, flash of all sevens, projecting to I and I events. We sing a song for the king, we bring joy and blessing and overstanding, yeah. We enter every day, reign and rule, yeah. Selassie, I reign and rule. Yes, I lion vibes, Selassie, I reign and rule. Attitude say that Boondocks, Black Organization of Noble Diplomats optimizing expressions to the world. Till the world, till the end.
Amina, the time has come for the lioness to tell our own story. No surrender, no retreat, we are Jaja soldier. Rougher than the streets, tougher than a boulder. Bigging up Lamb's voice. Now put it, I Jollifer said that.
I will never stop, hail the Most High, and I will never stop, call Ras Tafari. Blessed love, this is Kushite representing for the Lion's Voice. We are here to tell our own story, Ras Tafari.
Yeah, David Dread of Steel Pulse, and I'm saying hail to the lion voice because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Says I'm stepping out here. Hear me now. Oh, yeah, the lion's voice. Raw.
Yeah. Got a new page on.
Well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion voice.